A while ago, someone left a message on my channel saying she would never wear a lot of logo because she didn't want to look like a walking billboard. I thought that was quite funny, and to be honest, it's been stuck with me since. Now in the fashion world, I've come across people who will not wear the Louis Vuitton monogram because it's either too loud or too recognizable. And then on the other end of the spectrum, there are fashion lovers who wear a lot of logo with pride and confidence. For me, I think I'm somewhere in between the two groups. I mean, I don't mind showcasing logo, but I try not to overdo it. So I thought it would be interesting to make a video to talk to you guys about how much is too much logo. And this is just my opinion, and I welcome everyone to chip in and share your thoughts. First of all, I do have my fair share of logo or monogram. For example, I have 3 Louis Vuitton canvas bags and some Chanel brooches, which are all pretty recognizable if you ask me. However, over the last 7 to 8 years, my taste and preferences have changed, and now I find that I do consciously try to limit the logo I showcase on my outfits. For example, if I wear my Louis Vuitton Totally MM, which is quite a big bag, I will try not to put a Chanel brooch on as well. So essentially, I'm trying to work around the things I already own. And I'm also actively trying not to make logo a big part of what I buy. Now, I'm not saying I'll never buy anything with a logo on again, because a lot of luxury products do come with one, whether if it's big or small. Having said that, I have to say some designs are quite a bit more over the top than the others. For example, this Balenciaga jacket with a big logo across the back, and then the very popular Gucci t-shirts and this Prada canvas tote. Personally, I'm not very drawn to such designs because I think the logo is making too much of a statement. And if I had to choose between two options of something, my preference usually, not always, is to go with the one with a smaller logo. Now, I do understand that logo is a big part of branding for luxury companies, but when the logo is the main part of the design, it does make me wonder if we are paying for the logo or the product. My honest opinion is, in the fashion world, a lot of people are paying a premium for a visible logo. For example, this Gucci t-shirt costs about £300, but let's say if Gucci took away the logo, but the t-shirt was still the same quality, would this t-shirt sell as well? My honest opinion is no. Also, I've seen some canvas backpacks which look pretty ordinary, but they cost a lot of money. I can't help but think these luxury brands have conveniently justified the markup because of the logo. Now, I might be a bit harsh here because a lot of luxury products do have good qualities, but still £600 for a backpack in canvas material is still too much if you ask me. On social media, sometimes I will see bloggers and celebrities dressed in logo from head to toe. To be honest, I think some people can actually pull it off quite tastefully, but I personally will not be comfortable with that because I think it will attract a lot of unwanted attention. Personal safety aside, I just also don't want to be the center of attention because of what I wear. I think a small element of logo is fine, but the bottom line is we should be wearing the logo and not the other way around. Now, we've all been told, do not judge a book by its cover, but the truth is, it happens all the time. I mean, I can't deny the fact that people do get treated differently depending on what they wear, whether if it's in a luxury store or in life generally. In fact, displaying a recognizable logo can sometimes give people the impression that you have a decent buying power. Of course, this is not a good translation by any means because a lot of successful people are super low-key, but I do agree that what you wear can affect the service you receive. For example, I once went to a car dealership after going to the gym, so I wasn't dressed up or anything, and no one entertained us. And then there were other times I might look a bit more presentable, and we were attended to pretty quickly. Now, this doesn't bother me, not anymore. I understand that everyone is just trying to make a living, and some people prefer to only serve a certain type of clientele. And to be honest, I actually find it quite amusing that we will get treated so differently by the same person on different occasions. Having said that, I've also come across some sales associates who are really professional and treat everyone with the same respect, and I personally would rather get my service from these people. I actually don't think there's anything wrong with wearing logo or even a lot of it, as long as we know we are not defined by what we wear. I think the younger generations might be a bit more vulnerable to this. I mean, when you're just starting out, it's quite likely you can't financially afford luxury. I know I certainly couldn't. And so when you finally own a designer handbag, you might feel like you are on top of the world, and that is okay because you've worked hard for it. But I just think we shouldn't rely on luxury purchases or logo for self-esteem or fulfillment. Essentially, you should feel good and confident about yourself regardless of if you're wearing Uniqlo or Louis Vuitton. Along the same line, I think the superfake or counterfeit market is growing fast because they are feeding on people's insecurities. Personally, I think it's better to go for the more contemporary or affordable options rather than paying for something that you know is not authentic. I mean, there are a lot of mid-range brands with amazing quality products, for example, Eileen and Kuyana. So there's no reason to support businesses that infringe on copyright or trademark. Some people ask me if I dress my little boy Isaac in logo, and the answer is no. I know some people enjoy dressing up their little ones, so I'm not here to judge anyone. This is just what I do. For me, I never bought anything luxury before I started making my own money. So I just want Isaac to know that he can be whatever he wants and buy whatever he likes as long as he works for it. I just want to instill the idea that he has to be responsible for his life choices. So my husband and I prefer to use our resources for other things, like investing for him, paying for his education, and going on holiday to create memories together. So those are my thoughts about luxury logo. Basically, I think it's perfectly fine to enjoy logo, but just know that wearing less logo doesn't make us less of a person. So as long as we don't give it too much power, we can still enjoy luxury in a healthy way. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.